Hello, fellow seekers of the unknown. Welcome to Whisper in Shadows, the channel where we delve into the darkest corners of the supernatural world and uncover the secrets that lie hidden in the shadows. If you're fascinated by tales of ghosts, hauntings, mysterious creatures, and unexplained phenomena, then you've come to the right place. Let's get going to today's tale.
Shadows of Senescence. Brian had always been drawn to the unknown, the mysteries that lurked beyond the boundaries of civilization, waiting to be discovered. So, when he stumbled upon the strange, isolated village nestled deep in the heart of the forest, he couldn't resist the urge to explore. As he entered the village, a sense of unease settled over him like a heavy shroud. The streets were deserted, and the buildings stood silent and empty, their windows staring back at him like empty ice. But it was the inhabitants, or lack thereof, that sent a chill down Brian's spine. The few people he encountered were all elderly, their faces lined with wrinkles and their eyes clouded with age. There were no children playing in the streets, no young adults going about their daily lives, only the elderly remained, their presence lending the village an air of desolation and decay. Undeterred by the eerie atmosphere, Brian pressed on, determined to unravel the mysteries that shrouded the village in darkness. But the deeper he delved into its secrets, the more unsettling the truth became. As he spoke with the villagers, he learned of a dark and brutal history, a history that spoke of a paranormal entity that had haunted the village for generations, preying on the young and leaving death and destruction in its wake. According to legend, the entity was born from the depths of the forest, a vengeful spirit that sought to punish the villagers for sins long forgotten. It would appear in the dead of night, its form twisted and grotesque, its eyes burning with a malevolent light. And when it came, it would claim the lives of the young, dragging them screaming into the darkness, never to be seen again. Brian listened to these tales with a mixture of fascination and disbelief. But as he wandered the empty streets of the village, he couldn't shake the feeling that there was truth to the stories, that something dark and sinister lurked just beyond the edge of his perception. Determined to uncover the truth, Brian spent days scouring the village for clues, searching for any sign of the entity that haunted its streets. But the more he searched, the more elusive the truth became, slipping through his fingers like smoke. And then, one fateful night, as he lay alone in his room, the entity appeared before him, a twisted, shadowy figure that seemed to materialize out of thin air, its eyes burning with an otherworldly light. Brian's heart pounded in his chest as he stared into the abyss of its gaze, his breath coming in ragged gasps. He tried to scream, to run, but his limbs were frozen with fear, rooted to the spot as the entity drew closer, its presence filling him with a bone-deep dread. And then, with a sudden, violent motion, it lunged forward, its claws outstretched, its mouth twisted into a grotesque grin. Brian tried to fight back, to defend himself against the onslaught of darkness, but it was no use. The entity was too powerful, too relentless in its pursuit of death and destruction. As Brian's lifeblood spilled onto the cold, hard floor, he knew that he had failed, that he had been drawn into the darkness and consumed by its unfathomable depths. And as the village awoke to another day of desolation and despair, the shadows of the past closed in around them, their secrets buried beneath the weight of centuries. For in the village of the elderly, where the young are condemned to an early grave. There is no escape from the horrors that lurk in the darkness, that have always lurked in the darkness, waiting to claim their next victim. And so, life goes on as before, the cycle of death and despair continuing unabated, as the village fades into obscurity, its secrets lost to the passage of time.
Subscribe to Whisper in Shadows and join our community of brave souls as we explore the mysteries that lurk in the darkness. By subscribing, you'll never miss a spine-chilling episode, filled with bone-chilling stories and hair-raising investigations. Don't let the fear hold you back. Embrace the unknown and join us on our journey into the heart of the supernatural. Subscribe now, and together, let's uncover the secrets that whisper in the shadows. Stay curious, stay brave, and remember, the truth is out there. Subscribe to Whisper in Shadows today.